How to feed America. Feeding America runs by 3 simple principles: assuring everyone can get the food they need with respect and dignity, advocating for policies that improve food security for everyone, and ensuring the root causes for food insecurity are addressed. They use a plethora of tactics to help end hunger, and by donating $1, they claim that you've donated 10 meals. World hunger is a problem, and it is their goal to stop it. One way Feeding America tends to help protect those who are in a dire need for food is they get in contact with lawmakers to expand food assistance programs and make these programs easier to access. These programs include SNAP, which is a benefit that provides temporary low-income families to buy groceries. The Emergency Food Assistance Program, which provides short-term hunger and relief through emergency food providers like food banks and the Child Adult Care Food Program that provides nutritious meals and snacks to children and adults in designated child and care adult centers. There are 5 other programs alone that I could find Feeding America works closely with and advocates for. So not only do they provide food and consistency for those struggling, but they also work with and help other programs with the same ideals, which makes it possible to spread the assistance nationwide. What are some of the reasons why Americans are struggling with finding food? Every year, mountains of food silently pile up in dumpsters and landfills. The United States alone discards nearly 60 million tons of food every year. We are one of the largest contributors to food waste. A study has shown that we waste about 1/3 of all bought food. While food waste fills dumpsters, Feeding America fills empty stomachs. To combat this, Feeding America works with food companies and farmers to supply food banks with food that would otherwise go to waste. In 2024, 4 billion pounds of food was saved by the Feeding America network. Saving all this food made it possible for them to distribute 5.3 billion meals in 2023. They do this by using programs like mobile pantries and kid cafes. Feeding America is like a bridge, linking those facing hunger to the resources they need. Another way Feeding America can help battle this food waste is by doing their research. Every year they conduct studies and surveys, like the Map the Meal Gap, to learn more about these communities in need. Natural disasters occur frequently in the United States. There were 97 recorded natural disasters for the year of 2021. After a tornado, it might be hard to access many basic human needs like food. So what Feeding America does is help communities have access to food. So during any or after any disaster. Feeding America is actually classified as one of America's largest disaster relief organizations, but they can't do it all alone. Feeding America has collaborated with 66 natural disaster response partners to amplify their ability to provide assistance. Hurricane Helene in Milton is a recent disaster that has afflicted us. After the hurricane hit, the Feeding America network deployed 142 trucks of supplies to 15 food banks across the 6 states afflicted. They even took preventative measures and sent disaster relief packs across the projected path to those who needed it. When a disaster strikes, they file PRR, Preparedness, Response, and Recovery. They make sure emergency food is stockpiled in the area, that they are ready to spring into action once disaster hits, and when the disaster leaves, Feeding America stays. You can hear the buzz of change in the air every time Feeding America sparks change somewhere within the nation. They pride themselves on helping those in need and rely on us as well to make the change happen. Feeding America's focused efforts fight food waste, feeding families, and fueling the future. Feeding America's fierce focus fosters fruitful partnerships, furthering food security for all.